This is Stanley Park. I'll tell you what you need to know about this great Kitchener neighborhood starting right now. Hey, it's Andrew Shackleton, Kitchener-Waterloo real estate broker, drew@home.com. So this is Stanley Park. This is an East Kitchener neighborhood bounded by the expressway, Ottawa Street, Highway 8 in the south, Fergus and then Old Chicopee to the east. Getting around this neighborhood is a snap. You've got two different access points to Highway 8 and the expressway. That's Ottawa or Weber Street and then Fairview Road at the bottom. So if you're looking to get to the 401 from here, probably 10 or 15 minutes on a typical day. You can get to the expressway in about 5 seconds. Now, if you need public transit, Stanley Park is fantastic for that as well. Right where I'm standing and filming today, there's a whole pile of buses that actually come in here, 6 or 7 at least. And the LRT isn't too far across the other side of King, so really no problem at all getting public transit if you are living in the Stanley Park neighborhood. Now, let's talk about things to do here in Stanley Park. Well, of course, there's a conservation area of the same name just to the north. That's a huge chunk of green space. Hiking trails all through there, just gorgeous. Other things to do. Other side of Highway 7 Victoria, you've got Binghamans. That's great for little kids. They got a water park in there, mini golf, all kinds of fun stuff for the little kids. And they've got camping and concerts and stuff for the older folks as well. Going to the south end of this neighborhood, Chicopee is always great. You've got tobogganing, tubing, snowboarding, skiing. They've had zip lining in there, mountain biking. That's a good choice. And then you've got that whole strip along Fairway Road and of course Fairview Mall having been recently redeveloped as well. So there's big box stores in there, movie theaters, you can go get a bite to eat. There's restaurants galore. So that's a good choice. Did I mention the auditorium on the other side of the expressway on Ottawa? You want to take in a Rangers game, that's the place to do it. Other things, we're fairly close to downtown Kitchener, so you want to get a bit of nightlife. You're just a couple minutes away from that by car. So what about groceries for Stanley Park? Well, right where I'm standing, there's a Zehrs here in Stanley Park Plaza. You've also got the Food Basics at Ottawa and Lackner. Across the highway, the expressway, you've got Frederick Plaza. There's a Value Mart in there. You go to the south end of this neighborhood, you've got a Zehrs and a Freshco on Weber Street. And then you go on to Fairway Road, there's the Walmart, there's a Farm Boy, and there's another Food Basics. So yeah, lots of choice for groceries. Now let's talk about the schools here in Stanley Park. You've got for the Catholic, St. Daniel's and St. Mary's. For your public board, you've got Franklin, Sunnyside for 7 and 8, and then 2 high schools depending on where you live, either Grand River or Eastwood. Now lastly, I'll talk about the housing here in Stanley Park. Well, this is a diverse neighborhood. There's a whole slew of different kinds of properties in here. In the north end, there's a fair bit of rental properties up in Ottawa Street area. Apartments, semis, townhouses, that kind of thing. In the south end, along Weber Street, that entire chunk is almost entirely commercial. And in between those two areas, you've got a whole pile of different ages and types of single family residential properties. The older stuff in this neighborhood, it's going to date. There's even some wartime homes, so like late 1940s. There's a few of them in the bottom end. But I'd say, the older stuff in here is typically going to be 1950s, 1960s. There's a whole pile of stuff a little bit newer. I'm going to say late 60s into early 70s. And quite a range of sizes as well. There's actually some very, very nice homes here in Stanley Park. It's just that they're older. This is a mature neighborhood after all. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching and have yourself an awesome day.